Hello everybody, and welcome back to our Morrowind playthrough. I am your host Valenfor. This guy here is also Valenfor. This is our level 1 Dark Elf, and we have just finished off in the Census and Excise house, if you like, and we are about to start our adventure out here in the massive terrain that is Morrowind. If we just have a look... Oh, what am I doing there? No, I don't want to look at that. Here we go. Let me just move stuff about here. I want to put that there. This is our magic menu. I'm going to put that there. Our skills menu I will put just on top there. And then this, if I can resize it somehow. Does that do anything? Aha! There we go. Let's try and move this all into fit. Let's do that. Does that fit? Not really. Go little bit there, like that. Okay, I like to have a tidy menu system, you know, so excuse me whilst I just get this done. There we go. Okay, so these are the areas for the local map. We've got Vvardenfel's house, Census and Excise warehouse. There's quite a lot of good stuff in there to begin with, good gear, but unfortunately people will see me enter and I'll probably get arrested, so I don't want to really do that. Census and Excise office we've already been to, and the warehouse is just there as well. If we look at the world, we are down here in Seydanine. We have Pelagade, Pelagiad, yeah, the place I can't pronounce, and Balmora is just up here with Moonmoth Legion Fort just there. And as you can see, it's a fairly large, it probably looks quite small, but as we start travelling around you will quite soon realise just how large this expanse of area is, okay? This area up here is Solstheim, which is an area that you travel to in Skyrim. But we will get to that eventually when we come to play the Blood Moon expansion. We're quite a way away from that though, however. Okay, so let's get into it here. We're going to start by talking to this little chappie here. This is Fargoth.
From where do you hail?
I'm actually from Morrowind, mate, if I'm honest. Are you the one that that the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Okay. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Now, yes we have. We found it inside a barrel. And I could say, no, sorry, no ring. But I'm going to be nice because I know I'm going to get the ring back anyway. So, yeah, I found it. Here it is. That's boosted my disposition with him up to 100. Yeah, you found it. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. You are now my favourite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Aril, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Our journal has been updated again and the engraved ring of healing has been removed from our inventory. Right. Since he's at 100 disposition and people are more likely to give us better information the higher their disposition is towards us, okay? We're going to get a little bit more information out of him before we leave. So, what's his background? Okay, so he's a commoner, okay, fine. Latest rumours? I heard that there was some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it. It's an island called Solstheim, north of Vvardenfel. Solstheim. I've heard of the place. I believe there's an Imperial fort up there, Fort Frostmoth or something. If you want to go there, check around in Cool. There may be a ship that'll take you. Okay, so that's already provided us information on the expansion. We are woefully underleveled to try and do that right now, so we're going to forget that for now. Latest rumours, has he got any other ones? I've heard that local tax collector Proceus Vitellius is missing. No surprise really, he wasn't really liked around here. Okay, that is going to be useful to us a little bit later. Any other information? No, he's just saying the same thing. Okay, little advice. Me, I can afford it, so I buy my bed and board here, but there's no harm in sleeping rough and eating what you can find. Anywhere outside of town you can just lay down and take your rest, provided there aren't no thieves or kaguti around. It's a type of bull thing. on 2 legs. But the guards don't like you sleeping in the streets, it annoys the gentry. Fine, okay, fair enough. Little secret. Buy from merchants and traders who like you, you get better prices, members of your own factions usually like you the best. Okay, fine. He's a commoner, I do whatever needs doing. Cooking, cleaning, building, baking, making, breaking. And by your accent I can tell you, i.e. me, are an outlander. Well, brilliant, great, cheers, thanks a lot. Since you're new to these parts, perhaps you'd like me to share a little local lore. Well, I would, but you don't have that. So, services, get food and sundries from Ariel's trade house. That's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of services in this damp little squat. Lovely, okay. Someone in particular, the the Altmer, that's another way of saying high elf. Ariel runs the Ariel's trade house. Socius Gala is the chief agent at the Census and Excise offices. Yeah, we know him. And specific place. Not much here. Ariel's trade house and Census Excise offices. That's the Coast Guard 2 and a lighthouse, and that's it. Silkstrider surface goes to Vivek, Balmora, Nissus and Saran. The road goes north past Pelagade to Balmora and east to Vivek, southeast to Ebonheart. Fine. Good to know. Right now we're pretty naked. All we've got is common clothes. And that's not going to be very useful. We haven't really got an awful lot to sell either. So what I'm going to do... Get out of my way, guard, please. We're just going to bomb our way over this way a bit. And I'm going to jump my way over there as well to get my acrobatic skill up a bit here. There are quite a lot of things that we can loot around here, okay? There's quite a lot of things that you find inside of tree trunks. I thought it was a snake then. There are no snakes in Morrowind. Oh, come on. Aha! Aha, okay. Mushrooms. We need mushrooms to make potions, so we need to try and pick up as many of those as possible. It's a good idea to pick up mushrooms here because we can use them at quest in the Mages Guild a bit later on. Let's pick up a couple of other items that we might be able to find around here as well. Okay, got over here. Believe you me, this looks so much better than it did years and years and years ago. Now I've got a feeling that if I get on top of one of these rocks, I should be able to look inside a tree trunk. I might be in the wrong location, to be fair. Yeah, okay. There's a couple more mushrooms here. Violet Coprinus. There we go. Bungler's Bane. Nice. I don't want to end up running into a rat here when I haven't really got an awful lot on me at the moment in terms of armour or weapons or anything. Right, okay, if we jump down here and have a look inside this tree trunk, there is a Firebite dagger. So let's pick that up. There might even be some... yeah, there is some gold in here as well. There we go. 50 gold. So that's not a bad find. What I'm going to do is just auto-equip that dagger. There we go. So that's nice. There's also these things. These are draggle tails, which provide us coda flowers. I'm not sure what use they are in alchemy particularly, but I'm sure they will be of use. And alpal pods as well. Is there anything else around here? I can't quite remember. I do know that we need to find ourselves a man in the sky. Oh look! Our first fight. I'm not going to be able to do it with a lockpick. Right, let's try this. I also have my on-touch fire spell ready just in case. Wow, that was a lot easier than I remember. Okay, so that was a mud crab, and we got some mud crab meat off of him. I don't intend to use short blade, so the sooner I can get an upgrade the better. Let's get some more of these mushrooms going here. And And let's see if we can find the man who falls from the sky. Where are you? There he is! Oh dear. Tar Heel. Okay, so people are probably thinking, what the actual hell just happened there? The guy has... We'll read his journal in a minute, but it's to do with this spell here. He has created his own spell called Icarian Flight, and what it does is it fortifies the acrobatics skill by 1,000 points for 7 seconds. It gets you fairly high in the air, but unfortunately it wears out before you get to land, and of course that's what's effectively killed him. He's killed himself with full damage. He does have this though, an iron spark sword on him. It's a long blade, which of course we've made ourselves proficient in, so that's going to be really useful. Now I'm going to say dispose of corpse, which is going to pick up everything for us, like that, and it gets him out of the way. You don't want to leave clutter in Morrowind, it slows everything down. And here's his book, we'll pick that up. So what this says is, I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I am developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I have worked out all the possible complications that will allow me to leap great distances covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has anyone been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, and all without that terrible disorientation of the spell of flying. The time it is almost upon me. My research is finished and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. Well, in actual fact, mate, all you did is ended up screaming for to your death. But never mind. Let's just quickly change out our fire bite dagger for this iron spark sword. There we go. And I'm going to pick up a couple more mushrooms here. Doom, doom, doom. And we still need one other type of mushroom. I forget where it is. I think it's on a tree. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, our acrobatics leveled up there. We're picking up a lot of these mushrooms, so that's really, really useful. You know what, if we end up finding a rat, I'm not going to be able to see it through this undergrowth. Okay, so there's... there we go. A hyperphasia. Right, there's a couple of other things that I want to do in this area before we move on. One of which is that there's a cave, or an ancestral tomb just over there, which has a very powerful item inside it, which can help us out quite a lot in the beginning of the game. Some people I think consider it a cheat, but it's not really a cheat. It's in the game and it's available, you just have to know where to look. So that is somewhere we're definitely going to go and have a look for in a minute. Let's get rid of this mud crab here. Nice. Dispose of corpse. Have we got anyone else that wants to have a go here? I'm just going to quick save. One of the things that can happen is things can go royally wrong if you're not concentrating, and you get set upon by a load of enemies basically, so you've really got to be concentrating. Like this thing here, this is one of the bane of my very life. This is a Quama forager, okay? It's aggressive by nature. Ah, what? I failed with my spell. Lovely. This has given us Quama Cuttle. There you go. It hasn't really done an awful lot of damage. Let's try and use our magic on this little fella here. Oh, hey! Took him out in one hit. Where's the other one gone? I noticed that there was another one around here somewhere. Okay. I can't see him. What I can see or know that there is over here, however, there is the body of the excise agent somewhere around here. I'm almost certain it was here. Oh. I think something is chasing me. Or trying to attack me. I've got battle music and I can't see... Ah, there he is! There we go. And I can't loot him. There he is. Might be overkill to use a fire spell on these things, but I find they go down easier. And it helps get our destruction up. Now, I'm now being chased by, I think, a slaughterfish. Look at that. This thing is horrible. Oh! Ah! Come here. Get what's coming to you. I hate these things. Slaughterfish are one of the things in the game which are terrible. They can you get enough of them following you later on in the game and they can take you out fairly quickly. Let's just try and give ourselves a quick heal here. Hey! We are now out of mana though. It's a bit annoying. Never mind. Right. Perhaps he is at the end of this bit. I know he's here somewhere. Basically, I mentioned, I think in the last episode that, or maybe it was this episode, that we have a customs and excise agent that's gone missing. And we're gonna end up finding his body. At least I hope he's still in game, of course. They haven't taken him out. Let's pick up a few more of these. There we go, there we go, there we go. Have a little quick save. Thank you very much. And what is this area that we've just discovered here? Thelos Ancestral Tomb. I believe that is the tomb that we are looking for. But we won't be going in there just yet. That will come next time, I expect. We will go inside there and have a look around. Is that another mud crab there? No, that's a rock. Oh dear. Okay. Right, well I'm not prepared to finish just yet. I want to find this customs and excise agent. Because I know he's around here. I also don't want to end up getting smacked by a load of slaughterfish, so let's head on back here. Right, so you'll see the bars at the bottom left. The red one is my health, okay? The blue one in the middle, which has just got the tiniest of slithers at the moment, that is my mana bar. And then there's a green bar, that is my fatigue. Now fatigue affects the success of nearly all skills that you do. The more fatigue you have, the more likely you are of completing one of your abilities, you know, hitting, casting spells successfully, etc, etc. The more you run around, jump around, throw your weight around with a weapon, the more fatigue is drained, and the only way to get it back is either via potions or by stopping and just slowing down a little bit, which of course is always a good idea, because look at these god rays here. This game's so impressive. 14 years, the modding community has done a massively good job at improving this game, believe you me. Right, okay, I don't think that I'm in the right location for this body. I know he's here somewhere, but I'm obviously not in the right location. Either that or he's so buried in all these foliage that I can't actually see him. I'm almost certain he's on that bit back there. Oh! Where did he come from? There we go. Yeah, have it. Now that's kind of a shame, because I know that there's problem is that this particular quest that I'm trying to do, it's like a mini quest, or it's not really a quest at all perhaps, it's just a little part of the game. There's basically a body that's been left out here, and he has quite a substantial amount of money on him. If you go and hand it in, they let you keep quite a bit, and then if you go and find his murderer, then I believe you get a bump in disposition with the townsfolk, which obviously helps with trying to sell and buy and stuff like that. So I really want to try and find this guy. Stupid thing is, with all this foliage around, I'm probably walking straight smack bang on the top of his body and not even realising it. Can you see how the mushrooms glow over there by that tree? Crazy. Right, well I'm not gonna muck about. Ah, there he is! Got him. Alright, so he had 200 gold on him, and tax record, and common pants and shirt, etc. See, blink and you would have missed him. There he is. Right, so let's head back now. Up, 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 up. Come on. Acrobatics is so far, excuse me, my only skill that seems to be leveling up. There's a couple of other areas that we can get a couple of level ups here, and there's a couple of other hidden items as well. But we won't do that in today's episode. I'll go and grab those another time. Let's just head back into town, and we will finish off just outside of the trade house. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like, please comment as well, as I love to hear what everybody has to say. And if you are new to the channel, look at that sunset. Wow. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, as it helps to build the channel overall. Guys, enjoy those meals, thanks and good night, much love, and I'll catch you next time for some more of our Morrowind playthrough. But until then, take care. Bye.